YouTube, back with another video. Tonight I wanted to do a quick review. It's not really an unboxing because it's already unboxed, but a quick review of a new at-home product that I think everyone has been kind of talking about. When I go on my Halloween forums, a lot of people are picking this guy up when they can find him. He is selling out quickly in stores, and I've even seen people actually drive from other states to get this guy and bring it back to their home. When I called my local at-home store, they had 3 of them in stock. By the time I got there, 2 of them had already sold, and there was 1 remaining left. And luckily, the sales guy put it on hold for me for an hour and told me that if I couldn't get there in an hour, he was going to have another person that was already interested in getting it. So I rushed over there and got it real quickly. And yeah, all my other at-home stores, they either sold out or did not get one at all. So I don't think many stores are getting too many of these, but the ones that do are selling out quick. So if you get one or you see one in store and you want it, highly recommend that you grab it. And the guy that I'm talking about is the 70-inch Reaper.
All right, so let's take a look at this guy. This is the one that everyone is talking about. And let me say this. This thing is heavy. All right. It's pretty heavy. I think on the website, it claims that it's about 85 pounds. I would probably say that's accurate. I think it is close to 80 some pounds. I was having a hard time just because of how long he is to get it in the car, but I was able to get it in there by myself, but it wasn't a comfortable thing to do, basically, because this is the thing. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had anything like this, those kind of ceramic resin type concrete props like this. But if you have and you drop it, it's going to break, it's going to crack, and it's pretty much going to be a done deal for you if something goes wrong. I've had plenty of them about half this size or even smaller that have dropped and broke. And I've tried everything. You can glue it, you can do everything, but it's just not going to be the same. But the bigger these come, the harder they fall. So basically, if this one were to break, it's going to shatter into a lot of pieces that I just don't think is going to be able to glue back. So if I were you, I would handle this with 2 people if possible. But if you are by yourself doing it alone, you just got to be very, very careful with this. Very careful with it. But I'm going to tell you something. This thing is awesome. And let me just explain why this is such a good deal. Yes, it is $200. And I do understand some people are saying, well, for $200, I can get an animatronic, or I can get this, or I can get that. Let me explain. When it comes to this kind of material and you buy Halloween props, you can get something a fourth of this for half the price or more. So what I'm saying is, you can get something. If this guy, he's not quite 6 foot, he's like 5'9.5". Let's just round it up to 5'10". All right. So he's a couple of inches short from 6 feet. You can get something, let's say 2 feet tall, for around $80 to $100 at some stores. Even some of the at-home Halloween props that are made out of this material that are smaller than this, some of those ceramic and resin pumpkins and the skeleton and the smaller reapers and some of the hedge tombstones, those things are going for like $70, $80 each, and they're literally a quarter of this size. This thing is almost 6 foot tall. Well, it's 5'10" basically, and only goes for $200. So price wise, what you're getting for this price is a lot for this material. The only downside to it is, again, if this drops or falls over, it is going to be a wrap. It is going to shatter into a lot of pieces. It's not like with the smaller pieces, if it falls over, an arm may break or a hand may break, or maybe the head may fall off and you can glue it on. If this falls, due to the height of it and the weight of it, it's going to be a wrap, I think, for this guy. It's not much you're going to be able to do, depending on, I guess, where it falls. I mean, you might get a chip or a nick or a crack, but I think this is it's going to be end. You just don't want it to fall. Is basically what I'm saying. The details in this thing are really, really good. I think the actual skull itself, even the detailing with the lines here, with the missing teeth, the rib cage is pretty detailed. I mean, as far as, yeah, it's just basic lines, but at least it shows, a rib cage going down. I think it should have actually just continued down into the robe, but it didn't. Would have been cooler if they would have added like maybe a black robe and had everything else kind of grayed out, but it still looks good for what it is. At the bottom of the base, it does have RIP for rest in peace. I wish that would light up. That would be cool if you could add some lights to it. But this thing is too heavy to even try to do anything to it. To me personally, I'm not touching this thing uh, because I don't want it to tilt and fall over. Knowing my luck, that's what will happen. He is holding a chain. And that's really it. It's really simplistic. The eyes do light up. I'll show you that in a minute. Of course, he has on the hood, and then when you go around to the back of him, you will see the place where you input the batteries. And this is just the try me button, but you can take that out. And of course, you have a switch for the. I think it's inside here. I got to unscrew it, but should be a switch inside there for the on and off. But I gotta work on that. Other than that, though, not sure where I'm going to actually have him as of yet. Of course, he'll be great in a graveyard scene, but I think I might actually have him in my background scene right here. That I'm going to be doing a lot of the talking when I do my videos. I'm just trying to get everything right, but I think he can kind of be behind the Crypt Keeper and still be able to see him. I just don't want him in a place where a strong wind can come by, which I don't think a strong wind. I mean, yeah, I take that back. Yeah, a strong wind could blow anything over. And then in Florida, there's so many random pop-up storms that could happen. I just don't want this guy to fall over. So I really would rather have him indoors and outdoors if possible. But yeah, he's good. This guy is really, really cool. Let me show you the lights as they light up in the daytime. So I'm sure you can see that. And then I'll show you how it looks with the lights off, or of course if it gets darker. The lights are actually pretty bright as well. And of course it looks white. I mean, the lights are white, but it gives kind of like a blue tint to it when it actually lights up. Not sure if those are LEDs. I think they are, but I'm not sure. But either way, the thing is super, super cool. Super, super cool. So yeah, if you can pick this guy up, if you can find him, I highly do recommend that you get them because they don't stay in stores. I think this one and the Groundbreaker are probably the two most popular things at home this year. I did pick up a little few more things from there. I'm going to do a video on later on, but this is the one that everybody has really been trying to get. The Groundbreaker too, of course. But the thing about the Groundbreaker is that so many other stores have them. You got Costco that has them, Joann has them. You got, of course, Party City that has them, and now At Home has them. And I'm sure, Tractor Supply has them now. So the Groundbreaker is, you have multiple places you can get that thing. This one right here, you're not going to be able to find anywhere else. And he is exclusive, $200. He is worth it. Now, about the $200, if you do sign up for At Home Insider Perks or their membership program, you do get a 10% coupon they send you immediately, usually within 24 hours. So you can at least save on the tax, a little bit more than the tax that you would pay on it if you use your 10% coupon. And then whatever date you put down on your birthday, they will send you a 15% coupon for your birthday coupon. So just keep that one in mind as well, in case, if your birthday's coming up soon, then, you can use that and get 15% off this guy. But you can only use that coupon one time. So I advise if you do that, just make sure that you buy everything that you want from there and then use your 15% coupon to to buy it. So other than that, guys, I highly recommend, don't sleep on this guy. But again, if you get him, be careful with him. He's fragile. Take your time when loading, take your time when unloading, and just make sure you put him somewhere where he won't get knocked over, turned over, or ran into. So other than that, I'm not going to make this video long. I hope everyone's doing well. I'll catch you in the next video. Hey, the time is now. Party City has Halloween stuff out. Joann's has stuff out. At Home has stuff out. I think Lowe's is preparing for some things. So we're we're already starting this season pretty strong. Of course, everybody's waiting on Home Depot, but I guarantee you they're not going to disappoint. So anyway, take care, guys. I'll catch you next video. Peace.